What's going on, guys? This is Marcus Johansson checking in to do my final presentation for Criminology. This is the Music, Lyrics, and Theory project. Let's get right to it. So, the song that I chose to do is called Crazy Story 3. It's by King Von, who is a Chicago rapper who's 26 years old, who was 26 years old. You might have heard of him recently because he was shot and killed on November 6th, 2020, in Atlanta, right outside of a bar, when he got in a gang fight with another rapper that you might know, Quando Rondo. So yeah, they got in an argument and ended badly, but that's not what this is about. Crazy Story 3, May 2019. The album that's on is called Grandson Volume 1. Excuse me, which is also made in 2019. Basically, the song is about how his life, him in Chicago, how he would drive around in his car, the term is called hitting licks, which is basically a quick way to earn a buck, like either robbing someone, drug dealing, basically making money illegally quickly is what that term basically is. That's what he would do. That's what the street hustle is. You can't really they weren't getting real jobs there. Their job was to do things illegally. So that's how he made his living back then. He obviously got financially stable as becoming a rapper and kind of got away from that. Obviously was still affiliated with gangs and drugs, which is the result of his death, unfortunately. But to this, the theory that I chose for this is the feminist theory, which we've talked about. Feminist theory is basically just downgrading the thought of men are always the ones to commit crime, and that women have just the capability and the capability and access to commit a crime. It has nothing to do with what kind of private parts that you possess, and then it's just about your social upbringing. Like if you were raised right, which it could also go with the general strain theory. Just how you're raised. Like if you've went through depression, bad parenting, all that stuff. But yeah, and it's in this case the feminist theories. This girl who King Von was friends with, or not, I wouldn't say friends, but just knew her. He would go to her house and do stuff, and they would hang out sometimes. And him and her were planning to shoot this one dude that King Von had a problem with. So yeah, basically just get him out of the picture. And she was helping King Von do that because a girl is less suspicious apparently, which it is, which it shouldn't be, but they are less suspicious. She is supposed to help King Von kill this dude, and it goes wrong. The cops are in the location when they're about to do it, so they can't end up doing it. So the plan falls through. 2 weeks later, King Von's going through his neighborhood, doing what he does, selling drugs, selling weed to someone. And he's at a red light, and he gets a call from that girl that he's been planning with, and he thinks that, man, that's weird. She usually doesn't call me, and he instantly thinks something is up. So he starts looking around. He looks to his right, and boom, there's that girl and the dude that he was planning to kill. They're in the car together, and the dude starts shooting at King Von, bow, bow, bow. And he's ducking, he's hiding, he's trying to stay alive. And he sees her, he saw her in plain sight. He knows that she had something to do with it. Because why would she call at the exact same time? It's weird. And he saw her. So yeah, that's her involvement. It just proves that women are just as likely to engage in crime and act up as a man could. She is an accomplice to a murder. If King Von died, he didn't die in that video, but it's still, she's an accomplice. She was with him. She helped set King Von up. She would have been an accomplice for King Von killing that dude too. She was guilty either way. It's just what side she was on, and she switched sides. She decided to go against King Von. And yeah, it basically just states that she is a criminal. And the music connection here, um, yeah, King Von's just driving in his town, yeah. And then she was right there and ended up crossing him, you know, two-timing him. I'll play the lyrics for you. Um, the part where it talks about how he's setting up the original plan with her when they were on the same side. Here, so here it is. I just made it home. Missed calls on my phone. See, I've been gone. Was trying to hit a lick, but that shit just went wrong. I got a thought. She right off the block. Her grip be the spot, and we got glocks. Tucked all in her shit. Don't come in unless you know. But this bitch Grammy told her about this nigga. Help me set him up, and she was with it. She just wants some shoes, and she ain't getting no fuck. So we do that. I was at his neck. So yeah, there's sorry, yeah, it's a little harsh, the language. I couldn't find a clean version for the song. If that impacts my grade, I'm sorry, but so yeah, he's talking about how he's setting up the dude with her, and how she's just doing this to get money, but she's still, engaging in crime out of choice. And there's a theory that she had a bad upbringing. It's like she was not raised right. And there's specific households, there's a term for these households. It's called, I'm sorry. Egalitarian households. Yeah. And it's basically just, the women aren't as protected as much as they would be in a patriarchal household, which patriarchal is like the tradition, like a man is the breadwinner, women stay home and are safe, and they're not at risk for anything. But this is the egalitarian is the complete opposite. Like the women are more expected to do stuff on their own. Like they're not as protected. Like, hey, you're just like us. You gotta go make you gotta go make money. You gotta go do stuff too. You're not just sitting here doing nothing. And basically just leaves the women to be less supervised, and leaves the kids to be less supervised. And these are households are the ones that tend to lead to more crime from women and men, mostly women, because when women, it's a statistic that when women are in these types of households, they're the ones to act out more. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I'm sorry. So these households just state that the girls are treated less delicately. They're given more opportunities to engage in crime if they were in a regular household, when they're staying home and being treated like a queen. You got to stay home. Don't go out there. Don't go out in the rough world. All that. And that's basically saying the opposite, that you got to go do something. So yeah, the connection between the lyrics and the theory that I chose. Again, he's talking about hitting a lick again. He's talking about making money, selling drugs, and then he's also talking about how a girl, again, the feminist theory, which states that girls are less likely to don't commit crime. It's getting rid of that narrative that girls are more likely to, or just as likely to. And she chooses to engage in crime with him, plans to kill a dude with King Von, and that's the connection there. Lyrics state, I'll play it one more time. I'll play the part actually where it's talking about him getting his revenge on her for her crossing him, for betraying him. I'm like, cool, finna make my move. Post up what I do, this bitch a boo, but trying to play me out. Like that shit was cool, now it's like two. Catch her walking out, her new hairstyle blue and she look cute, but that means shit to me. I crept up, then I boom, and that was that. So yeah, that's him talking about his getting revenge on her for helping out the dude trying to kill him. So this is the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you followed King Von as much as I did, because he was a very talented artist. It's sad to see that he was killed so early in his life, only 26 years old. May you rest in peace. Hope you guys have a good holiday. Yeah, thank you.